Hello, podcast listeners. It is Merry Christmas. It is the festive edition of Do You Expect Us to Talk. Last year we did It's a Wonderful Life,
and today we are again.
I wish.
Yeah, today we're doing a film that is both great and shit at the same time.
It's absolutely all over the shop, this fucking thing.
Yeah. So tonight's film is Jingle All the Way. No, I'm kidding. It's, no, admittedly, I did watch that recently.
That was on TV recently, wasn't it?
I'll tell you what, I bet that's got a more consistent quality, if nothing else.
Well, it's Arnie, so it's bound to be.
You know what? I would vouch that for another Christmas commentary. Obviously, it's not my choice, so...
Becca's next year.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know what she'd pick, but...
Do you know the depressing thing about that, Chris? You're 3 years away from another choice. So yeah.
So you got 3 years.
Jingle All the Way.
So podcast listeners, you got
our meals in pill form and stuff.
You've got a 3 year wait for seeing Arnie chase after Turbo Man.
Well, he doesn't go. I still see you.
No, he doesn't. I don't think he's ever said that.
Well done. You crammed that in every fucking where.
I got to cram it in before the end of the year. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to, but I'm single at the minute.
Sorry.
Right. Okay. What is it, Chris?
It is the classic that is Love Actually, or give it its proper title: Nice, Nice, Love, 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 Nice.
Okay.
In a snow globe. It's
if snow globes were full of infidelity and loneliness.
Yeah, because last year was your choice. It was It's a Wonderful Life, which is a good solid choice. I think we're all happy with that. And I thought, I know what would be good one to do. Love Actually, because I think that'd be a good commentary to do. So we're doing it. So obviously I'm joined by David and Rebecca.
Good evening, folks.
And so this is like a little Christmas gift from us. They from Do You Expect to Talk to our listeners, and you can watch the film
basically
with us.
We're on a victory tour at the moment because we seem to be doing nothing but commentaries, and the episode after this is our 100th episode where we fucking wank ourselves off about how well we've done and say thank you to you all. So we'll get back to normal business in the new year.
And we got Last Jedi review coming up, hopefully soon.
A couple of days from recording that, although you're a couple of weeks from hearing it, listeners.
Yeah, so I dare say it will be spoilerific, but by the time it will be a few weeks out by then, I'd imagine at least 2. I don't know, but
and hitting play is not mandatory, so
yeah. But yeah, we'll jump that ship till we get to it. So, seeing it's like an over 2-hour film, let's crack on with it, shall we?
Okay.
So, listeners, when I'm free, I shall press
because
play.
I'm sure you've all got copies of Love Actually, listeners.
I feel everyone's picked Love Actually for £3 on DVD at some point.
Well, I know, but
it's worth their salt, so you'll have it in your collection.
Yeah. Bear in mind, of course, if you do have it on DVD, you will have PAL speed up, so you'll be ahead of us. But it's
it just
as enjoy it faster.
General, yes, get it over and done with.
A problem I've had for many years.
So, and with that, let's crack on with the love.
Chris.
The love actually that is love. Okay, so on 3.
I'm hoping there's some really tasteless fucking commentary about 9/11 to start this bastard off.
Dear, dear. That's Richard Curtis for you. No.
He does make a good point, though. But yeah.
He just makes it tastelessly.
Well, at least it's not about time. That's all I'm going to say. So on 3. 1, 2, and 3.
Okay. Right.
So 2000. I actually saw this in a cinema.
So did I.
Yeah.
Do you know the worst thing about this?
What?
I bought 2 tickets. I thought I'm not 2 tickets to see this. I don't just pretend I've got someone with me.
You liked it so much you saw it twice.
No, but I thought I'd do a double bill. And then this film was really long, and then I walked out and went straight in to see Seabiscuit, which was also really fucking long. I came home with the most stinking headache after this.
You have a numb bum at the end.
I don't remember my bum from this period, but I do remember my head, and it hurt.
I have not seen Seabiscuit.
It's crap.
Is it?
It's really sepia toned, but it's so cheesy.
How was Julia Roberts in it?
It's very schmaltzy.
Well, she didn't play the horse. I know she's got quite a big, I know she's got quite a big mouth on her, but.
Oh, sorry, I always get confused with Sarah Jessica Parker. So sorry, I was just.
She's got a face like a foot. Good quote. Funnily nice.
No, yeah, I remember actually really being quite surprised by this. I actually enjoyed it a lot more than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be sappy drivel, and it was sappy drivel, but it's sappy drivel that I kind of enjoy watching.
Well, whenever you say to someone this film's like sappy drivel, they'll point to the all the stories that have like unhappy endings in it and say, well, actually, it's not. And you go, well, okay, fair enough.
But it's extra sappy because, of course, we've lost Alan Rickman since, haven't we? Which is very sad.
Yeah, he'll turn up.
Yeah, eventually. I'm sure he'll find out somewhere along the line. Oh.
Yeah, but I, to be honest, I'd be a lot sadder about that if he wasn't cheating on his wife all the way through this.
Aww.
But really, but at the same time, being really unsure of himself.
Yeah. A, he refuses to enjoy it at all, and B, they cast a vampish wet dream in the role. It's just like...
I mean, it's kind of sad.
The woman could have mistress stamped on her forehead. It's a fucking obvious cast.
I mean, the thing is, he kind of feels sorry about doing it. Like, yeah. he kind of feels almost like he's bullied into it, almost. Yeah. I feel kind of sorry for him.
It's not mandatory to cheat on your wife.
But I think it's Emma Thompson that makes that storyline work, because it kind of feels just a little bit... It doesn't really go much anywhere, really. It's not real, like...
No. Oh, it's a nothing story. Like, they're all situations, not stories.
Mm. But speaking of which one is your favourite?
What? My favourite what? Story in this?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll talk about it as we go
Colin
through.
Firth.
Sure off the top of my head.
Colin Firth, because it transcends language.
No, Colin Firth, because you fancy him.
Because he dives into a lake.
That's all it is.
I don't know. I think the
no, all the years of watching Bill Nye and stuff, I didn't even know till about 2 years ago that hand thing he's got going.
Yeah.
Basically, two of his fingers point out.
I was trying to remember what it was. I did think it was arthritis. It was something else.
It's not. His hands are drawing in, though, aren't they?
Yeah, it's something to do with the joints and sort of the ligaments. Also, what was he in that I saw recently? And it's kind of like every time you see him, you kind of notice, there's another one. But he is a bit of a legend. But I quite like the story that we begin with. I think it's very sweet.
Well, I think it's all kind of cheesy.
It's very modern.
This guy's very, very lonely under all of this.
Hmm.
And I guess that's the one thing in the whole film as a running thread.
Look at that standing sit. He's like, I'm acting like I'm like sitting down on the stool, but I'm not actually on the stool.
He's just too cool, Chris. You couldn't fucking rock this if you tried.
No. Too cool for a stool?
Mm.
Too cool for his stool? 2003, bloody hell.
Too cool for stool. Oh, you just got that. Brilliant.
Too cool for a stool.
Yeah. Not that type of stool.
No, the stool that you sit on.
5 weeks to Christmas.
But yeah, no.
Well, now it's only 7 days to Christmas.
Which is, well, by the time this goes out, it's about a day and a half from Christmas. Merry Christmas, listeners.
Really good is the mustard.
I first noticed his hand thing where he was in a film where he's played a hitman, and it kept annoying me. It's like, why is he holding a gun weird? No one holds a gun that weird.
Yeah.
And it was only like afterwards about, he's got this thing with his hands.
This woman's got a bit of Leia Seydoux about her.
She does a little bit.
Who is she? She is someone. He's been in stuff.
Yeah, she's her.
Oh, Leia Seydoux.
She's the actress who's been in that film.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look it up because it's gonna bug me.
Yeah. Poor Colin Firth. If only he knew Becca was waiting for him.
Oh God.
He looks so young there as well.
Do you know,
if to his Italian wife with his
I wouldn't look anywhere near as depressed as Liam Neeson was here. He does.
He's actually rather good in this, I think. Liam Neeson.
He's brilliant in this.
Yeah, he's alright.
He's brilliant in this. This is my favourite story, actually, for all its cheesy elements, and I don't mean to fucking be all sad and sappy and fucking...
It's nice. No, it's nice.
But I wish I'd had a stepfather like this, because I had a stepfather who wasn't fucking like this at all.
Aww.
So, yeah, this is probably my favourite storyline.
Oh,
Pain, and also the pain of losing someone before their time and your time.
it's difficult, isn't it? It's very difficult.
We spend our lives a lot of us, particularly when you think they're like my age now, I'm 40. So I've got like halfway, I'm 41 actually, but I've got halfway through my life without meeting the person I'm meant to be with. Now imagine you meet the person you're meant to be with and it's fucking perfect and you lose them and you're still in your 40s.
It's like, no.
That is actually kind of tough.
Selena Gilroy, that's the one.
That's the one.
Brilliant, that's really helpful. Still don't know her.
She was in a couple of Resident Evil films. There you are.
That was it.
The problem with those films is I never remember them after I leave. Because I remember
she was in High Rise as well.
I think it might have been Extinction.
She?
At the end, there was a big reveal of a character, and none of us watching it who'd seen all the films could remember that character because they're so forgettable.
I imagine that was that character.
Yeah.
That's quite funny.
That was the one played by Sienna Guillory, or whatever she's called.
Well, the thing with like the what are they doing? Are they kind of like a sex double or something?
They are a sex double, and it's just there for lighting.
Oh.
But I think, how hard can lighting be that you've basically got to like fucking air fuck for 20 minutes while they figure it out?
So yeah, this was like sort of two people. There were two people in a popular
everybody
BBC sitcom
before they were famous.
Well, no, actually, no, because you had This Life in the 90s.
Yeah, they were already famous.
He was already fairly famous. Chiwetel Ejiofor, less so. But I'm sure this was around the time of Kinky Boots.
I think, yeah, that sort of time.
This is probably my least favourite story because they haven't actually thought of like how this would play. They've cast good people.
2005, so yeah.
Unfortunately, she's 18. She is too fucking young for this role.
She is too young.
Neither of them speak, and we're seeing it through like Egg, because that's the only name I can think of for him.
Well, he is Egg, basically.
We're seeing it through his perspective, but he's a miserable bastard as well because he's trying to be unfriendly to like not give away that he really likes her.
Oh god, we've got bloody Hugh Grant as PM.
A bloody Hugh Grant.
Grumble.
I've always thought about which is he Labour or Conservative in this.
I think he's Conservative, and the reason I think that is he's directly replacing Blair.
He is, but then he has a go at obviously the George Bush wannabe, doesn't he? So.
Well, that's not necessarily like the thing because
could be from the same party.
Yeah, different. You still have different ideologies from the right here than the right there, a little bit to some degree, and plus it's probably I don't know, but also you got the Maggie.
Yeah, he's clearly got a thing for Maggie. Or I think he's Conservative. I do. I don't think they could say that because like Conservatives are pantomime villains, but I think he is.
But but generally, as someone who is like more right wing anyway, I think it's probably best to kind of leave it on the side anyway. I'd rather
you
not.
You just said it, so I'll have to edit that.
Oh,
no. I mean, in terms of movies, and like when it comes to like sort of political leaders, I think it's best to kind of leave it neutral, and just kind of rather than make a thing out of it.
Yeah. I do remember reading Blair's autobiography years ago, and he said that when he walked in and met them all, and they were queued up a bit like they are here, one of them was in tears.
Oh, really?
And all he could do was like apologise. And she went, and she said to him something like, "You're not sorry at all. You meant to do this." Sometimes the staff get kind of attached to your predecessor.
Sure.
And I'm not sure they'd be this delighted to see him.
No.
Well, unless the guy was a complete twat before.
I have never ever thought that he'd be remotely interested in Martine McCutcheon. So there you go.
This is probably, was it maybe when after she left EastEnders? I can't remember.
This rings true. Just this tiny little beat that he's in this tiny little office, and that's actually true. The actual main sort of office in Number 10 that Prime Ministers tend to work in is this tiny little fucking side cubby thing.
Have you been there? Was that from your politics degree?
They have got they don't teach that in a politics degree, I promise you. I went to lectures for years, kind of, and at no point did they say, by the way, the office is small.
By the way, the office is tiny.
None of these people, apart from that little bit of warmth there, none of these people really talk to each other, which makes it the dullest storyline to watch.
No, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
You try to kind of connect the dots, like who's friends with who and who's related to who. Like,
well, Laura
yeah, I forgot she was in it.
But she's not really kind of friends with anyone, is she? She's got a really lonely existence.
She's looking after a disabled brother or disabled relative.
Yeah, that's a tough storyline.
That's a difficult storyline. Oh.
Well, we'll get to it, but she got like a really unrealistically love interest. It's like, oh, I just kind of fancied that guy who's basically like a swimwear model.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Every time you do have a lazy encounter at a Christmas party, it's always a model. It's not what the fuck was I thinking at all.
And he's like really into her as well, and all this kind of thing. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't.
I know.
And yeah, I just casually, just get like a celebrity singer in there. It's like, this is everyday life, people.
This is everyday life.
There's
How do you hide your fucking trombone? Like
relationships in this film that are kind of obviously clearly movie relationships. Just like,
See, half these people must be complete strangers. They must have thought like, who the fuck are these people?
Yeah, I know, because they're hired
before they were on
musicians.
Britain's Got Talent.
It's like, why does all of the third and fourth row is made up of strangers at my wedding? There's something about cheating that's always got to me without making anything too heavy of it. This really fucking got to me, and I don't know why. It passed quite quickly, but I thought this was fucking horrible.
What, because it's your brother?
Just all of it. I just thought it was horrible. I thought it was a horrible thing to anyone to have to go through.
I think it's the shock of it as well. It's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. I mean, if I'd known her at the time, I could have sent Becca around to sort him out.
Well, I'm currently Batman, so I can beat him up for you.
Thanks, brilliant.
I'd rather send Chris around because he's Batman.
Just a reminder, the first year since 2010, crime has risen, and Chris is Batman.
Chris has been Batman.
It depends on like how you interpret crime. Is it vigilante crime? Then yeah. Apparently, this scene was cut from Four Weddings and a Funeral. This is going to be Hugh Grant.
What, this one with the cookie?
Yeah, it was originally written and they took it out before they filmed it, obviously, and then they reused it. The whole line with the hors d'oeuvre, like, oh, food's terrible.
If any of you listening haven't listened yet, the episode 99 was our Back to the Future 3 show. And we barely talked about the film because we didn't care about the film. So we were talking about my time in America and Becca's time in America. And believe me, this storyline, for being incredibly cartoonish, is more accurate than you would think. If you go to like Goose Fart fucking Minnesota or something, middle of nowhere, they think Brits are amazing.
We did quite overshare a lot. I apologise for oversharing.
Why? Everyone was hoping for some filth.
TMI.
I don't really fucking care. If there's a 10% chance of somebody somewhere laughing, I'll tell you anything.
I was getting, you know, his mate. Is he also like the guy, in the film crew with the what's his face? Tim from The Office. Martin Freeman.
Maybe
he could be. I don't think to this day I've made all the links actually. But yeah, I think you're probably right.
It's one of those portmanteau movies, isn't it, where there's lots of different interconnecting threads.
Which always makes me wonder, like, what's he doing just hanging around in the back then? Like, I don't...
Something about, what's her name? She was in Gavin and Stacey. What's she called?
Joanna Page? Is it Joan? No. Somebody Page.
Yeah.
So him, is it the same guy? Because it looks like, it's just a bit totally confusing.
She's really sweet.
It is the same dude.
But it's just totally confusing. We just cut from one scene where he's in one place, and then cut to another scene where he's going completely different. It's just...
Yeah, which is really poor filmmaking, if you think about it.
Mm.
They should have cut to something else and then to that.
Or just cast someone else.
Well, yeah, there is that. Chris is about to lose the power of speech.
Ooh.
Yeah, if you get actually... You know,
she smiled a minute ago, and for the first time I've noticed someone I used to date who looked like that. Not necessarily topless, but I'm just saying, like... Yeah,
he looks a bit different now.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, he's just a lot old.
Why she got to take her top off and he doesn't?
Because we've got to sell this film, Chris.
It's like sells it, you know. It's 15 after all.
And also, there's the comedy value. Do you know what? There's something about him that's a little bit Rowan Atkinson. A younger Rowan Atkinson could have
just
played.
Just a little bit, yeah. I think he was still literally obviously fresh from Tim from The Office.
No, I think he's a bit more everyman in that.
Yes, he is, but there was a face he pulled then. But this scene is... I'd be very interested to see Liam Neeson play this now. Just because he did lose his wife 6 years after this.
I was going to say, yeah, this is it. It was very difficult.
That was horrible. For those of you who don't know, it was very like Michael Schumacher's accident. She was skiing, had a fall, hit her head, and she had that sort of lucid interval you can get where her brain's damaged but nothing's showing yet. They tried to get her to go and see a doctor, and she said, "No, I'm fine." And then she went back to her hotel room and basically ended up going into a coma and dying.
Oh.
Natasha Richardson, sister of Jolie Richardson.
Yeah. Very sad.
And daughter of is it Vanessa Redgrave?
I can't remember which one she's daughter of. I think so. Yeah, I think it's.
Yes, that sounds about right.
But she, there was just something. If you ever saw a photo of Natasha Richardson and Liam Neeson together, if they were like looking at each other, they were in love.
Yeah, I was going to say they were clearly very much in love, weren't
no doubt whatsoever.
Edward Hardwick there as the grandparents. It's kind of like a British Who's Who.
It is very cheesy, that whole like let's play the basic role as.
I know,
but
it doesn't make sense as well because Liam Neeson at this point is probably about 40. So assuming she's roughly the same age, they've got a kid who's like 8. She's 10 years too young to have been a Bay City Rollers fan. Roughly.
It's anything you can't sort of read too much into.
Yes, you can. We are bastards. They fucked the film up.
But he plays it well, though.
Dear Richard Curtis, I wish to complain.
Now, Laura Linney is the person Frasier Crane ended up with at the end of Frasier.
Yeah.
And she played it so well, I really choked up at the end of that.
It was very emotional, wasn't it, that scene?
She is so much who we'd want to end up with.
You're just like, yes, at last, you know. You just feel like, oh.
Is she basically like the same person who she's playing here, almost, to a degree?
Well, she doesn't have the same personal problems. She's actually like a matchmaker in it, who's had a broken marriage, so she does have personal problems. But it's kind of a similar quality, definitely. And it's around the same time as well, because it would have been the 2003-04 season of that show. So she will have filmed this and then gone straight to do that. So we're looking about, you know, she'd be about 2 months apart in age, whichever way round. So yeah, this is around the time she filmed that.
Yeah, and just have a usual gag of like, yeah, aren't wedding DJs crap? Yeah.
Yeah. It's all a bit lazy that way.
Onion Bridge, for just being so shaky.
I don't ever buy this at all.
It's a bit suspect.
I mean, like if the story was like Alan Rickman being really awkward, not knowing what to do when his secretary keeps coming on to him, I would buy that. I would find that kind of amusing.
Yeah, and that's much more stock British sitcom trope as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So it's very much sitcom trope.
But it's just like it's just not sort of thing your boss just sort of invites you in and then just like basically says, yeah, you should ask that guy out because we all know.
It's something that happens like in movie relationships, isn't it? It's not something that happens in real life.
I know as well. And the thing is, this guy's a model, and I think Laura Linney's very attractive, by the way. But like, I just don't imagine that. Ask him out, you're bound to get him.
Well, how old is she in here, though? Is she like...
Laura Linney was born in, I think, 64, so she'd have been about 39 here.
Yeah. And he must be like late 20s?
Behave yourself, Laura.
You know, it's not really about like, oh, whether a person's attractive or not. It's just like they just don't look like a match.
They don't look like a match.
It's an odd couple.
Like if it was
it's almost like she could have anyone she wants, but not anyone she wants.
It was like if it was like, say, Colin Firth. You go, yeah,
perfect. Yeah, actually, yes, definitely. And in fact, the one Colin Firth ends up with would be a better match for that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Have you noticed in British sitcoms and British comedy generally, men's sex drive is either insatiable or non-existent?
Yeah,
there's nothing in between. It's either like Carry On or the Confessions films where they're insatiable, or it's kind of like they'll do anything to avoid it.
Wow. Maybe Radio 1.
I did find this interview quite amusing at the time.
It was quite funny.
What, his interview? Yeah. I thought it was quite funny later when he was on with Ant or Deck. But the only thing with that is, it felt so populist. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Assuming we all watch Ant and Deck.
Yeah, they are kind of everywhere. I suppose anybody outside the UK probably wouldn't know who they are.
Deck in anything for fucking decades.
Saturday Night Takeaway, variety shows, Jungle.
I don't watch it because it's all shit.
No, but they are pretty much everywhere.
Bad TV.
But at the time they were.
Well,
they were. I mean, like SMT was good for a kids show.
Hang on, Becca's about to make a really lame argument about Ant and Deck. Becca.
No, I was going to say SMTV as well.
Yeah.
Just because I'm of that generation.
I know that's a name of a TV show that promised more than it delivered.
No, I wasn't being any serious. It was just Saturday morning TV. But it's just one of the things. If you're of that certain generation, that's something you would have grown up with.
Mind blown. That's what it stood for. I didn't get that. SMTV, Saturday morning TV, brilliant.
Well, I assume that's what it was. I don't know.
No.
But no, I remember going and the what was the show? There was a music show afterwards. I can't remember.
CD UK.
CD.
That was at CD UK. That was it. Yeah, a couple of times.
So you had S&M and then followed by CD.
Yeah.
Yeah,
CD with Cat Dealey.
That's the one. I managed to meet Atomic Kitten. I was quite famous back in the day.
Wow, good.
That's my childhood.
Should have stayed in touch. You'd have someone to snort coke with now.
Which lineup of Atomic Kitten did you meet?
Well, I think it was the first generation lineup.
The classic lineup.
Yeah. Well, I think it was Mini Liz, I think. That was good fun.
Oh, Warrington's finest.
Yes.
Warrington's finest. There's a sales pitch.
Yeah, there.
I mean, there is something actually. I think what kind of endears me to the scene. There's something refreshing about like someone just being really, really honest and just saying, "Yeah, my song's shit. I don't care."
Yeah, exactly. It's quite refreshing.
Christmas with love. This never rung true as well. He says something like, "Who do you need to screw to get a biscuit round here?" or something like that. It's like you wouldn't say that. But
it's Hugh Grant who gets away with it.
You get away with everything. Thing is, like everyone kind of looked down their nose at him at the time. But I think I said this a few weeks ago on one show or other that it's a bit like Arnie in the action genre. It's only when you see someone fill that role who isn't him you realise how talented he is.
Yeah.
Hugh Grant is an extremely charming actor.
Yeah, it was. I think at the time it was popularity. A lot of people like, I fucking hate Hugh Grant. But when he was actually on screen, you kind of like it.
Stereotypically, it was the type of film wives forced their husbands to. So you look down your nose at it. But I got no problem with him. I never have.
I mean, he's good at comedic actor.
Have you seen Paddington 2 yet?
Yes.
I've not seen him yet. No.
Oh, Becca, it's the best film.
He's meant to be the villain in that, isn't he?
Up there with Detroit for hard-hittingness.
Oh, right, okay. No, I really want to see it, so I might kind of catch it.
Have you seen the first one?
I have, yes.
It's better than that.
The first, oh, really? Wow.
Much better.
High praise. Because I thought the first one was just
like the loveliest. No, it's not even a bit better.
Film.
It's miles better than the first one.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, good.
I really liked the first one, though. It's been at least, 2-3 years?
Yeah, it's been a few years. So I
saw it 3 years since I last saw it.
Yeah.
I only saw
Pictures,
it once.
lighting.
But I was actually quite impressed by his voice work as well, because he did different voices.
Yeah.
Hugh Grant.
I
was actually thinking,
I've seen some trailers of that, actually.
Could you imagine, like, taking advice from watching these two? Looking at his head going up and down.
I think that is the same guy.
Yeah, it is, because he went from one scene to the next. It was definitely that.
Yeah, I think it was the same dude.
I've never had to chat someone up in that position.
Lucky you. Right. Oh. Anyway.
Do you think they're doing like a room and he's fucking a belly button?
I don't know what to say to that.
Has anyone seen the room, by the way?
Talking of Frasier, Wisconsin was where...
that's where he goes.
From.
Babes. Only farm babes.
Yeah, because if you're going to go to anywhere in America, you go Wisconsin.
Yes, you do.
Yes, but as discussed last week, you go to the least touristy place you can find.
I think he ends up fucking Canada or
something.
There's a logic to this, but the thing is, I didn't know it at the time. Now, with a few years on the clock, I'm like, yeah, that's genius.
This is why we went there, you know, because obviously Chris Marshall went there and we're like, yeah, let's try and be as cool as him.
Well, this was the height of his popularity as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think he was doing like My Family around that sort of time. I've since enjoyed him in Death in Paradise. That was a good show.
That was a terrible, terrible show, My Family.
I quite enjoyed it.
Isn't it?
Of course you did, Rebecca.
Oh, thank you. Well, no, it's one of those things. It's like it's easy to watch, and you know who did it. It's just cozy.
I'm fed up. I'm fed up with
TV.
all this difficult to watch stuff.
Well, like some who I find some who does. I read a lot of like crime novels and stuff like that. I kind of like, oh, that's quite interesting. I like how they did that. I like how they intertwined that plot. Rah. And some are just like, oh, you know how it's going to work out. Rah, rah. And you could predict like most if not all of them. But no, the only reason I watched it obviously because Chris Marshall. And also, Danny John Jules was the Cat and Red Dwarf, and that was like the main reason I watched it because I think he's really funny. And that was kind of like the main. That was like the main draw for me.
He's a bit over the top in this, but he's a talented comic actor, no doubt.
No, definitely. And also, My Life in Film with Scott. What's his face from?
Oh, I love Scott. What's his face?
I'm really bad at remembering names. I'm sorry.
Really, you kept that quiet.
I know.
So they're
Sherlock.
So that's their brother and sister.
I don't. What these two? They're not brother and sister. They're friends.
Oh, they're friends. Oh, that's it. No, yeah, it's
her brother's the Prime Minister.
Yeah,
her brother's the Prime Minister. But what I love about Emma Thompson is the same thing. I mean, they're a different generation from each other now and then. But you know, when we watched Skyfall, I was talking about how little vanity there was about Judi Dench's performance. Same here. Emma Thompson at this stage still kind of. I can't put it any better than scrubbed up quite nicely. But it's totally like she's middle-aged and she's more interested in like kids and just everyday life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, she's just got such a nice, warm presence. I mean, it comes across like in her interviews as well when you see her.
Yeah, she seems really kind of like that, quite down to earth and very much with it, and
just a very likable person, you know.
Yeah,
I think it just comes from that warm presence you get. I mean. She never really takes anything away from the film. She can only add to it.
Yeah.
She's one of those.
She doesn't seem to take herself too seriously either.
She's great. She really is great. No one's ever going to shag you if you cry all the time.
Oh, baby. If we said in 10 years' time, Liam Neeson, you'll be the biggest action star.
Isn't that the best worded? Pull yourself together ever.
Yeah, literally.
No one's going to shag you like that.
So we're going to sit at a bench and stare and reflect.
And talk to yourself.
Oh, this is nice though.
He now plays the role of John Tracy in Thunderbirds Are Go.
I feel awful saying this because it's so self-indulgent, but imagine having a stepfather who fucking cared like that. You know what I mean? Fucking brilliant.
He also has been in The Maze Runner, so he's done quite well as Thomas Brady's youngster.
I mean, it does come across like the essentially like his biological son, and that's. I mean, it could easily play like that.
It does. It does come across really well.
I think the fact that it isn't just kind of adds a lot more to it for some reason.
Adds an extra layer of depth, really, doesn't it? I think.
Yeah, it's more about two people, sort of like, okay, we've mutually lost someone.
Yeah, let's come together.
Let's be there together. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's so cute.
He's been in stuff now, hasn't he? That kid.
He's been in stuff. You're right, Chris.
He has been in stuff. No, like I just said, he's now obviously been in The Maze
Runner.
What a
memory!
John Tracy in Thunderbirds Are Go.
No, he's been in Stuff, Becca.
Stuff. That's a classic film.
Ah, Stuff. Brilliant.
I do love a bit of Stuff.
Wow.
It's probably a slang term for something which I don't know.
Stuff.
Isn't it? No, it's a. I was gonna say men's magazine, but it's not. It's like a tech magazine, isn't it?
I don't know.
That may be read by women or men. I don't know.
Jack off and Ori.
Crack off and Ori. A hot date. Excuse me.
I reckon this is why I don't get many dates. Because if the way to do it is to work late, I'm fucked.
Oh, because you're Laura Linney?
No, it's because like you got to work late to do it.
Oh, hello.
I'm at home vegging in my fucking pants by now.
I forgot about Dishy Carl.
Dishy? Do you know you use some right middle fucking class language? Last week we had Colin Firth is tasty, and now we got this young man's dishy.
We added to where I actually are.
Are we added to the collection of Becca's eclectic taste in men?
Later on, I'm sure we'll see some behaviour we can characterise as spunky.
I mean, it'll get to the point where like Becca was just happy with anyone.
Male, isn't he?
No, they're a bit random. So.
A bit, fucking hell.
Anyway, moving on.
This is not first world problems because being cheated on's horrible, but it is middle class responses.
It is very.
Like, if any one of the three of us were cheated on, we wouldn't go and get like a summer home in Tuscany or something.
It is very much middle class response.
I don't think we could do that.
I don't even think that's even middle class. I mean, that's quite very much well off person, isn't it?
Yeah.
But he's meant to be like a novelist, isn't he, or something? So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we know.
He's obviously done so well that he can afford his retreat in Tuscany.
Mm.
There's no way Hugh Grant would be interested in her, except in a sort of Sunset Boulevard kind of way.
I don't know. I mean, I think they sell it well.
Okay.
They're literally like from the opposite ends of the spectrum. Well, not the
Literally.
spectrum. The social class is what I meant to say.
You're literally correct.
Quite literally. Oh,
It's very rare for a prime minister to actually be single as well when he.
No, this is it.
Very rare.
In fact, I dare say it's ever happened. I don't
Yeah, we'll
know.
say.
Ted Heath.
Ah.
Ted Heath was single.
Yeah, the house in Salisbury, don't you know?
Yeah.
I do believe it's open from March till October. Come and visit.
What, was he homeless in the winter?
No, he just lived elsewhere.
At number 10.
Yeah, he lived at number 10 generally when he was in power.
I don't think it was anyone else. There will have been others, but I can't remember them. But yeah, Ted Heath was single.
Hugh Grant, what are you doing now?
Just, casually,
sorry,
charming. Just, just offer to murder
Not
someone.
generally being a nuisance.
All funded by the government, of course.
Oh, James Bond now, is he? Oh. Oh.
Yeah, I think Neeson's probably like the best performance in this film.
Definitely.
He sells me that like he's been absolutely fucking ripped apart by this.
But it's handling it in the best possible way because he's doing it by being positive and.
Well, he has to. He's got a young boy there, so he has to. It's quite well done. The only thing about that story that doesn't ring true to me is he learns drums from scratch to like amazing in about 4 weeks. But apart from that, it's pretty good.
I like how he has a little thing saying Ringo rules. I think that's quite good fun.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair,
just showing his age there because Ringo was a shit drummer.
To be fair, listening.
He gets a lot of flack.
Listening to.
That's because he was shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like that whole joke about he wasn't like even the best drummer in the Beatles.
It was the session drummer, no.
But if you listen to the drum track in this, it is pretty simplistic. It's not actually that amazing.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's like Ant on Deck, yeah.
Ant on Deck.
It's just the whole way it's shot and then
Blue,
looking
oh
at
my
the camera
God.
and stuff. It is rather fucking cheesy to say the least.
Then was it like 10 years later or something? They went and
This needed a better
came top 5 in
director.
Eurovision.
The very same film, but directed by somebody else, would have been better.
If you're watching this film on a plane, it says, "We all have little brains."
Really?
Yeah, well, I was going on holiday and saw this on the flight movie.
I'm not paying
It was
for a
edited. We all
flight
have
just to
little
see a
brains.
clean version.
That's a different
Well,
movie.
what's it do about the naked boobs? On
Edit
display?
those parts out. You didn't see them.
He probably enjoys her knees in those scenes.
Enjoys her belly button. 3 weeks till Christmas. If you're on my hot dog.
Yeah, but the only thing about the anti-debt thing I would say is let's just say if this was like American, and it was like some random, like, popular TV American presenter that we knew nothing about, would we really be that wise to it? I mean, I wonder if it works the same way.
Probably
That's my
not.
only thought. What the fuck is that shirt?
Do you mean his or?
No, what Judas Redfield was wearing? It's just like, what the fuck?
I don't know. Well, I kind of missed it.
Yeah, this was like just out of Pirates, Keira Knightley.
Yes, it was. And just out of unemployment, Andrew Lincoln.
Oh,
Oh, listen.
That was a few years on from this life at this point.
Yeah.
you would have been doing Teachers though.
Yes, he would.
That was a good series.
I never watched it.
Sorry, I'm at the tail end of a cold. I'm really sorry for coughing and blowing my nose. And... God, look at these monitors. Jesus.
Like
I think
boxes just stacked around.
I think she means the computer screen, not any coy euphemism there.
No, literally the computer screens.
Women never sit like that under any circumstances. I mean that could. Okay.
She's like, I want it now.
She's being very subtle, isn't she?
Oh yeah, I know.
Very understated with her language.
I know.
Quite difficult to read.
Be like, come on, if you're the boss and your receptionist did that, you'd be like, this is a fucking lawsuit waiting to happen, wouldn't you? You'd be like, fuck.
I know.
I can't get rid of her because then I'll be unfair dismissal. And what the fuck do I do? Yeah, blustering weather and you're wearing 3 layers. Well done, Colin. Actually, to be fair, is it meant to be cold?
It's 4 weeks from Christmas, so yeah.
Where are they? Was it Tuscany?
Don't know. Interesting.
Yeah.
Not quite sure.
Anyway, I assume the weather would be nicer.
Well, it's probably nicer than here, but it's still like November.
Mm. What did she do that? I don't think she's been stuff, has she? Since
I don't know.
people being in stuff or not being in stuff.
I think it's one that everybody has been in.
It's one of my favourite things. People in stuff.
I do enjoy it quite a lot.
I'm going to die of starvation in a minute, so I'll be back in 2 minutes, folks.
Okay.
Got to eat something.
He means muff.
He's got a lady. Woohoo.
But yeah, I think I agree with you. I think this is my favourite story, generally, Becca.
Yeah, it's a nice story. No, I would probably agree with like the only thing. I do think it's a really nice kind of like family-based story. I think this one because they're kind of you've got the language barrier.
It's the only one that actually has a nice idea. I don't think it's got enough weight to stand as a film.
No,
but
it's just nice.
Yeah, but it's a nice concept.
Yeah.
And funny enough, it wasn't like what I took to at the time. I thought, okay, this is the standard schmaltzy stuff.
Yeah, it's a bit too schmaltzy.
But the ideas really sort of stuck with me. I kind of like it. A surprise cameo.
Oh no, surprise cameo. This was quite good because obviously you've got kind of like Bush, Blair, all the rest of it, and this is basically gives like a big you to the American president, and so we're all kind of just feeling like, yeah, why doesn't Tony Blair do this?
He never really was. He never was Bush light though.
Well, no, it was just kind of.
It was just like, yeah, I'm the president.
Billy Bob.
I'm the president. I'm just going to be,
generic US president, but you can read all kinds of things into it.
Though I do think it's probably unwise to say "fuck you" to the president.
Well, yeah, obviously,
like, okay,
I think
well,
it obviously didn't really do that, but it's just kind of basically saying, okay, we shall, stand away from the special relationship sort of thing. But it's basically kind of played on public sentiment at the time. If you were very much anti-Bush.
Yeah, I think that's largely down. I mean, if I was to sort of take a step back and take a broader look, I think it's.
Yeah, no, I think you need to. Definitely.
I think a little bit is, and maybe even still today to a certain degree. Actually, no, maybe not now, but I don't know.
I think the climate's changed.
Yeah, I think now at the time there's a sense at this time there was a sense of just tiredness. Like, well, can we not just rely on America for everything? It's a little bit of like, can we just be proudful rather than being like
what we've achieved rather than
Well, yeah, just like kind of we don't really want to be like the kind of like the guy standing behind America. We're going like,
no,
yeah,
we want to be poodle.
Yeah, kind of aspect, which it's just I don't understand it. It's just kind of like, so now we've got some balls too.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of like played on what was kind of perceived to be public perception at the time. Or it was just like a big overgeneralization, really. But I would argue that the landscape has changed considerably.
Yeah. Well, it always does.
Oh, shell. Yeah, that's a bit weird. That would really never happen. So anyway, what did you reckon to The Last Jedi?
Well, we shall save that for the podcast.
We'll find out later on, won't we, folks? Very exciting.
Yeah. No, I suppose he's kind of got like Bush's hair, but kind of like Bill Clinton's personality. So
well, this is it. But two birds, one stone.
Oh, it's changed his tie. It's gone from yellow to purple.
We all know the purple tie.
Yeah, but it was they do build up as a sense that the fact that the president wasn't doing it was just basically not being compatible with UK at all. So they kind of build it and kind of no, fuck you, we're going to do it that way.
Screw you, we're going to do it this way.
Oh, we're at Hugh Grant being petulant. All right.
Yeah, going to have a go.
This is meant to sound like, Britain and all the rest of it, but all that's happened is the girly fancy kissed somebody else.
Yeah, if only the nation knew, it was only because he tried it on with the girl he liked.
For the record, David Beckham's left foot was shit.
For the record, David Beckham was overrated.
I would be inclined to agree.
That too.
And may I say, probably a bit entitled as well. A little bit. For his whole, wanting a knighthood kind of leak.
Yeah, I remember that. Was it when he broke his foot or something, or broke his toe? And there was a campaign, I think, in the Mirror or one of the Red Tops, and it's like, how's he doing? Day 11 update. Oh, I was just like, oh, bloody hell, give it a rest, really?
Yeah, we wonder why we're shit at football.
That was the 2002 World Cup, yeah.
World Cup, yeah, that was it.
And we wonder why we're shit at football and big ourselves up for disappointment every time. I'm just sick of it. It's like, we should stop.
We have just lost the Ashes, unfortunately, in cricket. Yeah.
Well, that's fine. I mean, but there's
but comparatively, our record's quite good there in the last sort of 10 years or so.
I was say it's just another kind of sports we
but we don't have the same social pressure. We don't have the oh my god, football. It's like, and that's
the be all and end all.
I've gotten to the point now where I think when was it when we played Iceland and we lost? I know. I just remember, like, I told the results to my mum and dad because I was with them at the time when I found out, and we both kind of like, you're joking, like, kind of like almost laughing at it, thinking like, fucking what a waste. That's kind of what we should be like. No, you shit. Be better. None of this patriotic bullshit. You're too crap.
I don't like this scene. This is so cheesy.
Oh, what the
dancing scheme. Yeah, I'm like, oh my bloody hell, really? I might have to look away.
All I would say is the sound system in number 10 is amazing.
Yeah.
Everywhere it goes, it sounds brilliant.
It does sound pretty good.
It's got integrated speakers in the system throughout the place.
What came first, this or David Brent?
David Brent.
Brent.
No, it's like his dancing scene that became like a mass media social frenzy. Obviously, Brent came first, so it was weird.
Richard Curtis is big on like comedy dancing, though.
Oh yeah, no,
I
definitely.
think it's the funniest thing in the world.
Did anyone see that? The kind of sequel to Love Actually that they did for comic relief this year.
No, I avoided like the plague because even though it was written by the same team, it was kind of non-canon anyway. It was never going to be a film. It was going to be like.
I saw it, but I didn't really remember it.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't watch them. I kind of read what happened, and fucking hell, it was just bobbins.
It sounded painful from what I read.
Yeah.
It's you know what? It sounded absolutely fucking pointless. A lot of it was just like, you know, Liam Neeson would meet up with the kid. It's like, oh well, you know, he's got engaged to that girl. Oh well, lovely. And it's just a bunch of stuff like, well, what's fucking changed? The only thing that changed was the most morbid thing ever, where like you got Bill Nye basically sort of saying, yeah, my manager died. Great. I'm lonely now. I think, well...
Yeah.
And Hugh Grant was the longest reigning Prime Minister in British history, wasn't he?
Something like that.
I won't be surprised. But, you know, it's just like, oh, what's the fucking point?
Go on, in you go. In you go, Colin.
What's your favourite Colin Firth moment? Is it this, Becca?
It'll be really right. I tell you what, I'm gonna guess that Becca's never really thought about it, so she's racing round her head now for like historical precedent, which means that uninterrupted by me, she would have said Pride and Prejudice.
Well, actually, there's a film called Trauma in which he is incredibly smouldering throughout. There's also got
I keep meaning to see Trauma. I've not seen it.
But there is a scene in it which has a great big spider in it, which I'm not too keen on. It's very creepy.
I'm not seeing Trauma.
But I reckon that's a good one of the films. Well, the one thing I do like about Colin Firth is because before, well, obviously he's known since Pride and Prejudice for being a great romantic hero, but also he's got this other stream of films where he's kind of more like psychological or is a little bit darker tone to him. And that's what I like very much. He's very versatile. He can play, Darcy.
He was the original voice of Paddington.
He was indeed, until he thought, no, this is not for me. So he did the whole conscious uncoupling thing, and then paved the way for Ben Whishaw to come in.
Oh, he'd have been all wrong for it. Ben Wishaw's perfect.
I think Ben Whishaw is the best choice, just because not that Colin sounds old, but because he sounds more youthful. But it's very much of a muchness, really. But I just think Ben Whishaw was probably the better choice.
I do wonder what Colin Firth would have sounded like, where we would have done a different type of voice. Wouldn't just been Colin Firth. I do wonder, but Ben Whishaw just seems to be absolutely just
right place, right time.
Honestly, Paddington 2 is one of the best films I've seen this year.
No, I need to see it. I really do want to see it.
I walked out. We were talking about politeness in the last episode. I walked out wanting to be lovely to everyone.
It was just like a really the first
film
was just like the loveliest.
It lasted until I got to my car,
and then you're like, I hate humanity.
and then I then I encountered other drivers, and fuck that. No, truthfully, you walk out wanting to be a nicer person because he's lovely to everyone, and it's great.
He is.
It even makes London not look like a shithole.
Well,
I was like the first film. I was like, London looks beautiful. What's going on? Everything looks clean.
London doesn't look like that.
No, it doesn't.
I mean, the one thing I would say about it is it's a very idealised world of London, isn't it?
Well, it is.
Very,
No, obviously, very, very highly idealised, very romanticised.
Do you think you should have got some booze and hookers in then?
Well, it's like everyone's just like sort of living this like sort of one street which only millionaires can live in, and just people.
I know that's the
like,
thing as well.
Like
they make London look affordable.
And like, and the bit where he goes to jail, and everyone's just like, you know, he makes everyone marmalade sandwiches and makes all the prisoners sort of like.
I mean, actually, I really like London to visit, but you couldn't pay me to live there permanently. It's just too much. My brain would be.
I think it's different. I think it's an acquired taste. I mean, my aunties lived there.
I think it would be. I think it would be bad with me. My mindset would not cope with it too well.
No. It's quite expensive as well.
I need places to like mentally let go a bit, and London wouldn't be it. They're all watching the same shit on TV as well. None of them have got like a DVD player or Sky.
No, they have the great big.
They're all watching whatever bollocks is on.
This was the age before Netflix and DVDs were still popular and all that jazz. And sort of millennium fashions. No, you can't come in here and out. Fuck off.
Yeah, this was before everyone like sort of liked him for, you know, before everyone was like slagging her for being a crap actress.
Mm.
She's not brilliant, but she ain't that terrible either, to be fair. It's been a bit overstated. It was like a bandwagon everyone jumped on when they decided she was crap. She's alright.
And then she was in Star Wars.
It's just all of the people in this storyline have got to be really awkward around each other, which means, and not entirely likable, which means, who are we rooting for here?
Well, it doesn't reveal itself till now, and then we have like we have one more scene, which kind of doesn't really conclude anything, and then that's it.
I bet that had something really cheesy in the sequel bit.
Oh God, yeah, I can't remember if I saw anything like that. Oh yeah, no, it would have been like, oh, it's fine. He's got a girlfriend now. That's basically that's basically would have been like.
Yeah.
I would have much preferred if it just went all fucking dark and all of them are like everything just ended terribly.
I've never quite got the wedding video. I don't
that's a bit weird.
Point at all.
He seems to edit it quite well already.
Nervous, so
Now this is called a CRT, and that big box above it is called a VCR.
I went to a wedding when I was about 8, something like that, and the groom, not only did he have a bald spot, which I now have as well, which none of us could take our eyes off, but he was shaking. His knees were knocking together, and then he got to the word impediment.
Oh.
And I just remember at 8 years old looking at it and going, where's the fucking pleasure in that? Consequently, when the one time I did get married, I married in front of like 4 people. Fuck that. Actually, the bizarre thing is, though, I'll probably do it the other way round, in that like most people have big first weddings, and if they ever remarry, they do it in something like they do it a lot more low key. But I always think it's a sign of like how that marriage wasn't meant to be, that I like didn't want anyone there and stuff. And I'm sure if I got married again, I'll be like, let's at least have some fucking people there and try to look like we're quite happy about it. But yeah, the whole wedding and spectator sport thing, I don't get. I don't invite people to the consummation. Why would I invite people to that?
I just don't like it generally because I just think fucking cost of money, just to invite like, and I think there's a certain limit of like, well, who do you invite? Like it gets to a point where like, what's the cut off? I mean, do you invite everyone you ever fucking encountered?
You're just feeding people you vaguely met. Here, have some chicken.
For
Who are you again?
for the sake of going, look at me, I'm getting married.
Basically, you invite people you barely know to watch you dance self-consciously and kiss someone awkwardly that you've actually been fucking for years. Because whenever you see weddings on film, right, there's always like, you may kiss the bride, right? And it's always this like romantic fucking, tonguing moment. In reality, whenever you go to a wedding and it's you may kiss the bride, you get...
You get... Yeah, you don't get a great big chubby tongue down your throat.
I'm not saying I'd want that, Go on, shag her. I mean, I don't mean that. But it's always
Bend her over the altar.
Gives us a knock.
Bend over the font for Jesus.
And do you take this woman? I certainly do.
You fucking do. I'll show you.
I'm going to show you.
Have you got the ring? Well,
Oh.
once you relax this a bit, maybe. I do remember it was Dido playing it.
He's like, I don't know what to do. I fucked up.
Someone you've barely spoken to as a child anyway. Fucking pull yourself together.
It was Dido up to now. What became of her? She's kind of gone up and down in popularity.
Has she? Phil? Control yourself, Dido. I never... She's 18. Keira Knightley was 18 when they filmed this. Who gives a shit? Go and find a grown-up.
I think they were trying to pass him off as like early 20s.
Yeah, even so, he's a 30-odd.
Yeah. Well, I think they'll probably pass him off as like late 20s. I don't know.
I mean, I don't mean to be judgmental, but he's a fucking paedophile!
Well, not really. I mean, 18's like legal age. It's just inappropriate, that's all.
Yeah, but when you're checking the statutes of law before you do, you're probably right up against the mark.
You might think, actually, nah.
Yeah. The chubby girl. Isn't that lovely?
No.
Would we call her chubby? Well, I just fucking did.
A bit harsh.
I think so. She's not actually chubby, though. That's the thing.
No, but then she gets that abuse of her father as well.
She's Hollywood. She's Hollywood chubby.
And I wonder why people get anorexic.
I know.
Yeah, this is one of these comments you probably wouldn't get away with today.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I think that was a leftover from like EastEnders anyway, wasn't it? She's already kind of a bit up and down with weight.
Some people just fluctuate, and she tends to put it on her face as well. It's very sort of very similar to sort of Carrie Fisher that way. But so what? I've never really got that anyway, abusing people for that sort of thing.
No. I mean, sure. I mean, it should always be about health, in my opinion. I mean, I think that's the problem.
No, I'm not shagging you. You look unhealthy. That sort of thing.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? It's in terms of like,
as long as you are healthy.
In terms of the image of like of body conscious, it should be about, well, if you're healthy, it's not about like what size you are. It's about
no.
It's the health issue.
Listen, boy's like 11 and he's having a midlife crisis.
He's a bit of a bad influence, though, isn't he? Making the kid watch Titanic.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. At the time, this is the world before Avatar. It was the highest grossing film ever.
It did feel a little bit... Okay, this feels a little bit creepy.
I know this bit here. I mean, they didn't head down into the parking bay and get it on in an antique-car afterwards, thankfully. Yeah.
Oh, he's still cute.
It's like... yeah. It's just like, really? Your kid likes Titanic?
I doubt it.
Yeah.
But then, what are they going to watch? What would you have them watch?
Bond. Star Wars.
James Bond.
That was a fucking stupid question, wasn't it? With a really obvious answer.
Yeah.
Although, around here, what would have been fresh out on DVD?
You want to watch, I don't know, I can't...
Die Another Day.
Matrix.
Another Day. Matrix, yeah. Matrix,
it would have been Matrix. That would be like the...
Not at the time of filming. At the time of filming, it would have been fresh out on DVD. Die Another Day. They could have They could have bonded to some terrible
Design
scene.
of day, but no, it was Titanic.
The name's Bond, James Bond.
A lot of Richard.
And there you want my help.
A lot of Richard Curtis characters are essentially quite lonely.
They are. But how about it's all about how they overcome that loneliness.
So in a way, you're basically saying Richard Curtis is going to write one film.
I think his films have been relatively similar, generally, yeah. In tone and in jokes and stuff.
What's your favourite Richard Curtis film then?
Notting Hill's probably the best one he wrote. Yeah, because I think Four Weddings is not dating that well.
No, it's got one of the most memorable openings though.
Yeah, I first saw that on a boat. Like you were talking about the airline cut. I saw the airline cut, if you like, albeit a boat.
On a boat?
So instead of them
I'm on a
saying
boat.
fuck it, instead of them saying fuck it constantly, they were saying bugger.
Oh. Okay.
It was still funny. I didn't know any different.
No, fair enough.
I remember Mum watching that for the first time. She was like, oh, "This is really unnecessary."
Unnecessary.
I don't know how they coped with the "she's had 33 lovers" bit. I can't remember if that was like she played 33 games of Snap or something.
I think you're in there, Colin, mate.
What makes you think that, Chris?
She kissed him on the lips.
Can you read the ladies? I can't read the fucking ladies. But there you go.
Oh, good news.
Well, she kissed him on the lips and gave him a longing look. I think that's kind of...
Basically, I finish having reasonably enthusiastic sex and then wonder if they like me.
Well, put it this way, Dave. I can read ladies in movies. In real life, I'm kind of crap.
Yeah, I've got no shot. I cannot get my head around any of it at all. This is very, very much based on the Robert Palmer Addicted to Love video. What is it with women in this film having their legs spread?
Oh.
And boob shot as well. Fucking hell.
It's a bit weird.
And the boys enjoying that look.
Yeah, but then if you watch the Robert Palmer video, it's pretty much similar.
Yeah, my dad was very fond of that video.
All right. Is he famous?
My dad? What? Famous for watching a Robert Palmer video?
Yes.
Here's the path to millions. Ringo Starr married a Bond girl. He did indeed.
He did indeed.
Crap.
So he made it a massive just attracted to the billionaire Ringo Starr.
Oh, no.
It's
Still married, aren't they?
yeah.
They've been married about 37 years or something.
Yes,
36 years. I'm sure they married in 81.
After all these Hollywood romances break up and fall down and the rest of it, they're still going. So.
It was in the 80s. They were in rehab together. I think they both had drink problems.
No.
It's kind of it's not a very good idea. Yeah, I'm going to press her by drumming. It's not very airtight, is it? Really?
He gets out all of his stress.
I don't know. It's okay. What is it with these fucking made up tit shots there? Look, that's weird.
I don't know. Just a bit strange.
It's probably Richard Curtis wants to be edgy.
Oh no.
Clean off it,
Let's put that up there. It'll be really hardcore.
Hardcore porn.
Yeah. Could it be any more on the nose? Look, she's dressed up as the devil.
Yeah, literally, it is very much on the nose.
To be fair about this, I think the casting of Alan Rickman and Thompson, they do actually make a believable couple.
No, you could totally believe, they're your next door neighbours who've been married 25, 30 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. She spots it. There's very little about this film that rings true in terms of making you feel something. this is one of those that does. You feel her pain all the way through with Emma Thompson.
It is very sad.
I know. So you can see it.
Yeah. Women are stupid.
He said women aren't stupid. Becca, the huge gas.
No, I misheard you. Of course we aren't. That was the joke.
Women are way fucking smarter than men.
I am full of cold as well, so.
I'm not just saying that, they really are.
They're just different. They're completely different ways of thinking, but they're
Observant and stuff. Basically, I need a woman to just hang around with me all the time to just to tell me what's going on. Anything that happens, you go, actually, that's that there, and this is what's happening. Because men are fucking oblivious.
Yeah, well, men are pretty simple thing. We kind of like would probably prefer direct like advice. Like sort of like the problem with women is they expect us to know these things in ins and outs. But if they flat out just told us, but well, we know exactly where we are, but we just bump along like idiots, not knowing.
Yeah,
not knowing what we are.
You should
It's
know.
like,
You know, we give
I
enough
don't even
signals,
mean
we
to
give enough
stereotype. We just are. Like, my gender's a fucking embarrassment. It really is. I mean, we're funny and stuff. I do think men are funnier, but like apart from that, we've got nothing going for us at all.
I think brains are just wired differently.
Oh, look at that for dancing! Look,
That's really awkward movie dancing.
there's a man who's
There's like
gonna
no
walk
music
into the
playing.
bedroom.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, slow dance.
That was the premature ejaculation of dances. Oh,
The Diet Coke of dancing.
pictured.
It's almost as if they set it up that way, isn't it? It's almost as if.
She's a wonderful actress, Laura Linney. Anyway,
No, she's very versatile.
What, in the bedroom? We'll get the scene a bit.
Her acting style.
let Chris go and have a hard think about that. We'll speak to him in a moment. No, she's good, really good.
I mean, to be fair, he isn't that good an actor.
No, he's a model.
I mean, let's face it, she's like completely believable. Like, oh my god, I'm dancing with this guy I've been adoring, and he's meant to be playing it the same way, but he just feels like
completely blank.
I
I don't even believe he's driving that car. Look. Put your hands on the wheel. Okay.
Like
That's
watching it. Watch this without any audio. Like in isolation.
He's basically a prop.
I was going to say, like, I would probably start guessing there's something wrong with him, like, in terms of he could be a serial killer. You know what I mean? He's like playing with the hair, like,
I thought you meant more
unnaturally.
like IQ, like she's pulled a bit of a sort of dummy.
No. It's like he just there's something like a little bit off of him. Like, no.
The bit where she goes around the corner from him and dances a bit was in all the trailers.
Yeah.
I do remember
Yeah,
that.
that was quite a famous moment, wasn't it?
The bit where she got her tits out wasn't.
Though that would have really sold the film though, for that.
Yeah. Highest grossing film of all time. All those men who saw the trailer and they're like, it looks an interesting story.
Hang on, has anyone actually ever done that kind of thing anyway? Where it's like, sorry, can you just excuse me 1 minute and then just like sort of jump?
Yeah, but that's Richard Curtis's comedy. That's what he does. People over dancing. He likes that. Never did it Blackadder.
This I believe.
Involved as a writer since then.
This I believe people have done.
What, the tidying up?
Yeah, like shit.
The thing is, I'm fairly tidy anyway. I've never needed to do that. It's like it never rings true when I see people who live like pigs in shit and then have to have like a little tidy up because I don't live like that. Right, come on, handsome man. Show us your pectorals. I'm guessing at the dialogue here somewhat.
Well, that's another aspect we'll have to discuss about The Last Jedi.
What, pectorals?
Yeah, we also had Adam Drivers.
Did we? Oh, yes, we did. Yes. Right, we're getting to the adult art portion of the movie. There's some adult themes, if you're ready.
Apparently, Richard Curtis kept trying to cast when he was casting a role for this. He kept wanting to sort of be like Laura Linney, and then eventually he just went, "Why don't you just cast Laura Linney?" He went, "All right." Then.
Why? Yeah. Why would you go like Laura Linney? She's not Julia Roberts in Fame. You got Julia Roberts in a film.
My theory, obviously, he was like a fan of hers, but wanted like someone younger, and he thought, "Fuck it, I'll just get her."
Why would you? You don't have to go younger. It would have made more sense to go a little bit older with the other guy.
Well, yeah, I know.
She's lonely. She's hurtling towards middle age and might be about to miss the boat. That's the whole point. It makes more sense to be a 40-year-old, not a 30-year-old. He does look simple. That sounds like jealousy because he's good looking and shit. It's not that. He just looks like there's nothing going on behind the eyes at all.
But the thing is, it's not even that for me. I mean, like, you know, he's just bland. He's just like, oh yeah, he's got his abs.
He's like a generic, good-looking guy.
But it's like Henry Cavill as Clark Kent. It's like, fucking come on, you know. It's just you do not look believable in that setting. It's like no,
it wouldn't happen.
You can put your glasses on and try and look like you're part of the office team, but come on, you're literally like, you know, part-time swimwear model. And fucking hell, look at that body. Fucking hell.
No.
Oh, look at that face. He'll look like a 15-year-old kid going.
Yeah, he's
what?
12.
Yeah, he does. He looks really, really. I don't know. Young's the right word. It's kind of more naive than anything else. Still, he's in there. I can't see anything going wrong. It sort of rings true as a story. A lot of people do put their own life secondary to other stuff.
Yeah, it would have been fine and worked perfectly well had they cast a better actor for the romantics.
Like Colin Firth.
Oh, well, anyone.
Probably not him.
Well, I would say an actor.
Yeah, some interesting.
Just somebody who looks reasonably good looking, you know, and like he's probably like he's 35 or something.
Yeah. Yeah. It's literally for the sake
I
of
can't
the
think
scene.
who it would be at this time, but yeah.
It does slightly ruin this story because she sells it. She's really, really good in it, but it is like, it's not that she hasn't lost out on a relationship there. She's lost out on a fucking wet dream. It's not the same thing. It's a miscast. It really is. This is probably the bit of the film that rings most true.
Yeah.
We haven't picked up on the Wisconsin storyline for a bit, have we?
No.
No, we see that right at the very end, and he gets up in this bar, and I think they try to make him pronounce funny words or something like that. I seem to remember.
Yeah.
We'll get there though.
Bottle.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things that I really like about the scene is like he's still kind of charming. There's still that kind of thing towards her. It's like, I happen to think Pavarotti dresses really well.
I mean, look at this, look. I mean, that's just ludicrous. Everything about that, the flat she's in, the way she's dressing, the underwear, everything.
It just wouldn't happen.
I mean, we've not got to their own accent bit yet, have we?
God, this film is long, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very long.
Because in flow, it feels quite near the end, but it isn't.
No. This is a bit sad.
Yeah. The sad thing about scenarios like this is she's just given up whatever life she thinks she might be able to have
Yeah, this is she going to go after.
for the basis of somebody who's never going to be any better. You know, if that guy lives another 20, 30 years, it's still going to be like this every night.
Mm-hmm.
That's the tragic thing about it, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Definitely.
What have some people did of their lives? Mm.
Well, now we're getting to the Christmas shopping bit.
Yeah. Which I thought
Saw
was
some very weird
painful.
outfits in this film.
I honestly thought that whole Rowan Atkinson bit was pretty painful at the time. Bear in mind, right, at the point where we're watching this now, on first viewing, I probably had like an hour of this left plus like nearly 3 hours of Seabiscuit. You got to feel for me.
I've not seen Seabiscuit, so but I do already feel for you.
It really is a shit film.
I think this is probably a perfect case to prove how stupid men can be.
Yeah.
But buy me something nice. Oh, okay then. Rather than saying, no, fuck off. Behave yourself, or you find yourself with a P45 in you.
Yeah, I don't think you'd go with. I mean, if we buy into the fact that he does want to sleep with her, I don't think he'd go with no, fuck off.
The thing is that I never really saw the
He
fact...
might go with behave yourself a bit playfully.
I think so. I never really bought the idea that he did.
You don't buy the attraction between them at all. He's not bothered other than the script tells him to. She's got some weird daddy issues going, and I don't know. It's a bit shit.
It just feels like he's just been... He just feels all awkward and just kind of, I don't know, I just want to just do it just to kind of appease both of them, and then hopefully it'll work out. I don't know what to do. That's how it all feels, rather than like a central desire to sleep with a younger woman. It just doesn't play that to me.
It just doesn't play at all.
Yeah.
Their marriage really does play.
Yeah.
The rest of it doesn't.
Apparently, Rowan Atkinson. The idea of Rowan Atkinson is meant to be like kind of like an angel.
Yeah, the film doesn't sell that at all.
Well, apparently in the airport, he's meant to like walk away and then vanish.
Fucking hell, what a shit idea that is.
That was the original idea, but the problem is that he only like interacts like with two of the characters, one being like vaguely annoying. So this whole point is like I'm meant to sort of put him off by taking too long, I guess.
Okay.
And then the other one was to kind of be the decoy for the kid. That was it. I was just thinking, okay, well...
Alright. Good. I never found this funny. I don't know, maybe it's because the film's quite long, but like, I felt Alan Rickman's frustration. Instead of finding it funny, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, get on with it.
Get on with it.
Yes, get on with it.
Get on with it.
You know, at this point in the commentary, I do feel a little bit out of my depth. Do you know? I feel like I'm really deep into this film. We can't give up.
No.
You've committed now, Dave.
I've committed now. Oh, shit.
And now I'm going to get a blowtorch and make...
Wondered what you were going to suggest there.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell.
I find it funny, Dave, sorry.
What?
The whole relaxer bit. And now...
Final flourish. Sugar flake. No, fucking on it. No, it's quite funny. Oh, wow.
I love how Becca laughs. I hope that's how you generally laugh in...
I don't think she actually genuinely ever laughs at anything. I think she's just got affectations. I think this is funny. Tee.
I have laughed.
Like when people say it, I was like, oh!
I just don't like it. I forgot to cut that. It was really frustration when I played Back to the Future 3, and she went on this long bit about what she thought of the film, really, really like eloquently expressed, and then went it's my least favorite. Yeah, and then you went, it's my least favorite. And I left you in the I forgot to cut that.
So you just done it again. You just cut from his mate and then cut to him again being in.
I know. It's just like it's not a filmmaker though. It's a film. It's a writer. Needed a different director. Ringo most definitely.
What exactly were they doing? She's way too high up to be doing anything.
I know, that's the point. and her legs are like flexing, like she's grinding into his face or something.
Yeah.
Like somewhere around his neck.
He's a bendy friend.
They got kids as well. I take this bit of the film way too seriously. I just went, they got kids as well. Like it's real. Like the tragedy of broken homes. See, now, I'd need more of a signal than this. He's learning a whole different language based on nothing.
Yeah, but
he'll get out there and she's like, oh, what made you think I was interested?
Yeah, but that's the thing though, isn't it? It's the taking that chance.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's getting the fact that he's just breaking up from his girlfriend / wife or whatever.
Oh.
The first thing I thought when she opened that present and it was a Joni Mitchell CD was, wouldn't she own all Joni Mitchell stuff, given she was going on about how great Joni Mitchell was early on?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing that kind of, well, I suppose you're right, Dave, but the thing I did generally think, that's actually a really good gift. Like, considering, he's attentive, he's actually listening to what you say. I thought, I mean, apart from the whole sneaking around buying expensive gifts for other women.
There. You got to be selective what you listen to, though. It's no good overhearing them going, "Fairy really gets the stains off this." You buy him some fairy liquid or something. Now this is documentary,
like a cab driver.
folks.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is what happens.
And that does not look like a bar. That looks like somewhere in England.
It looks like a youth club, slightly redressed.
I mean, they got gambling machines.
Accent. Oh, God.
Actually, yeah.
Are you
Chris, I've never noticed that
British?
before. Gambling would not be legal there.
Oh, for coat.
There's January Jones.
It's January Jones before she was famous.
This was just after she was in American Pie 3, whatever that one was called, American Wedding.
Oh God, I forgot she was in that.
She was.
And before Magman.
Yeah.
I misheard
Before
you.
X-Men.
I thought you said Magnum. I was like,
Magnum
can't see her with a tash.
I didn't know who that was.
Yeah, it's Alicia Cuthbert, January Jones, and Ivana
Oh.
Milovic.
That's the one.
What's she known for? The other one.
She, well, on the top 3 in IMDb, Just Like Kevin, Running Scared, and Paycheck.
Oh, I've seen Paycheck of that, and that's
Yeah, I
it.
might have seen that. Was that the... No.
Running
Paycheck
Scared's,
was Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
That was it.
Running Scared's pretty good. She was in Banshee recently.
Okay.
I didn't see that, unfortunately.
Well, you can still watch it if you want. Still.
It's been and gone now, I think. I missed that boat.
I mean, I'm not sure about the foursome, to be fair, but the bit where, like, every time you open your mouth, everyone finds it hysterical is fairly accurate.
Also, she was also in Casino Royale.
No, really? Oh,
Yes,
was
she
she the
was.
girlfriend?
Yes,
She was
she
the
was.
Chief's.
That was- Yeah. All right. But no, you went with Paycheck as the biggest.
Yeah, I was on the top of IMDb. I wasn't there. And an episode of Friends, but I can't remember which one.
It was the one where Ross and Chandler were pranking each other on the website about a college reunion, and she turns up thinking Ross is dead, and he comes out and announces he's still alive, and she's rather freaked out by that. That's it.
All right.
Because I recognised her then and looked it up and thought, oh, Paycheck. Yeah, that's right. She had blonde hair in that film. Looked a bit odd in that film, to be honest, but that's more natural how she is there.
Oh, brilliant.
Goes on too long though, this scene. Like, we get it. They fancy him
Because he's British. He's got a British accent.
because he's British, and that's how it works.
Guys, I completely forgot Legal Gentleman was on this evening as well.
Although I feel like all my charm's been undercut there, because he's basically wandered into a bar and been extraordinarily unfunny and uninteresting, and
That is how they
as,
do their Christmas
and
decorations.
still done as well as me when I went into a bar and was like, blah, 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 ha, ha, ha.
Well, I dare say probably he's done even better than you because he's having sex with 3 different women.
I didn't do that. Because I'm a man of moral courage. And that. Oh, fuck, it's a Joni Mitchell song. I mean, thanks.
I mean, the real twist was like, it could have been because like it could have got to Christmas, and he actually did buy the necklace for her. Just like she just picked out the wrong thing.
It would have actually made more sense had he, this sort of film, he would have had a big wrestle with his conscience and ended up giving it to her instead. Not blown his marriage out without being blown. Becca's
Sorry.
giggling. Becca's giggling. Is that because I just did a little bit of a blowjob joke?
I kind of liked it. It's basically the whole sums up the whole plot. It's like he'd blown his marriage
Not paying attention.
while not getting blown.
And no one blew him. It's just not a very good director, because not only does he cut from one person in one scene to in the next scene completely the same person, but he quickly shows us a load of pictures to remind us they're married. We're 3/4 of the way through the film. We've met their kids. I think we know they're married.
It's just to emphasise the fact that
What's he throwing away?
This is sad. This is sad. This.
It's selfishness.
She's great in this.
She's wonderful.
I mean, this is the thing that
I go for middle class in my praise sometimes. I'm the same when I talk about Paddington. Wonderful.
This bit's what gets commented on, but it's the scene later on towards the end of the film that I think is like that really stands out for me.
They're awkward around each other. Is that what you're on about? Or what? When they're awkward around each other?
I think it's Emma. It's when she confronts him, and then as soon as the kids show up, she's back to be mother.
Yes,
And that's the thing. Like, no, that's
Again, without giving you chapter and verse,
Yeah.
I've seen this, and it's really fucking accurate, and it kind of rips my guts out a bit.
Oh, big hug, Steve.
Oh, don't fucking patronise me, woman.
It is a big mishmash of different things. Stuff in it. You got stuff that's great, works well, and stuff that's just crap, and,
Really
and
rubbish.
stuff that's really hammy and cheesy. Just like, oh.
It really is the most schizophrenic fucking film.
But for that, I kind of like it for it. It just.
That's because you find it heartwarming, Chris.
Well,
You probably watch it in the Batmobile. You're on the way to kick the shit out
crying
of
down my cowls like that black mascara.
Yeah, you haven't got black paint round your eyes. Your mascara's just run. That's all. That's what happened to Christian Bale. He was watching When Harry Met Sally on the way. That's a good stepfather, though, being willing to spark a terrorist incident for your boy.
Yeah, that's a bit.
Especially after like citing 9/11 as well at the beginning of the film.
Oh, no. Didn't even take your shoes off.
Neeson, I see you. Who's going to be the Christmas #1 this year, I wonder?
Who gives a fuck? I wouldn't. Okay, I don't even know what's in there. Some X Factor bollocks or something, and then I don't know.
Yeah, I think it might be.
Who would know? I haven't got a clue.
Actually, I had no idea for the past few years what the Christmas #1
Yeah,
is.
say really. I think I've kind of aged out of Radio 1 now. I've kind of moved on to Radio 2.
Well, Radio
Yeah.
Radio 1's just
I
really crap.
I matured past it by the age of about 8.
I think actually listen to Radio 1, they're like, no, unclean, get her out.
I have no tolerance for music I don't like, if that makes any sense. I'm not very good with radio, because it's never going to be wall-to-wall stuff I like.
No.
The problem I have, particularly with, popular radio, like Radio 1 or any of the other standard, like...
Hang on a minute, let me cue in the listeners. Listeners, a middle-aged man is about to tell you about music. Chris!
He's only 34, 35.
He's Batman, he's 35.
I
Chris!
would say that's middle aged though.
It's still kind of... It's creeping in middle age, isn't it?
I would say like 45.
Trust me, it's going to sound middle-aged. Chris!
Actually, no, you said it, it does sound really middle-aged. I just can't stand the repetitive nature of every fucking song. like you hear songs like On the Out, it's like, oh, just fucking enough already. I mean, I will say this. I thought that in my 20s. I was sick of hearing the same song over and over again. If you listen to like Radio 1 like all day, it's like fucking this song again.
You're thinking this is no fucking Brotherhood of Man.
Well, but I just want a bit of variety. Like I like it when they play. I like it when they play various different stuff. Mix up a bit. Don't just keep playing like the same song that over and over again. I'd never got that. It really annoyed me.
What has kind of annoyed me like this year is like it's been the summer of Tropical House, and it's like it's a very quick broad genre, but like every single song has the same bloody beat,
Becca,
and it's happening in K-pop as well, and it's just like, oh fuck's sake, really, I can't escape it even in East Asian
Switch the
music.
fucking radio off, because I escaped all of it. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I thought we were K-pop and say, right, okay, let's see what we can go, but it's just like, no.
Really middle aged now, but watch Tropical House.
I imagine it's like an ordinary house, but quite humid.
No, so it takes a lot from sort of reggae and dancehall kind of music. It's kind of
okay,
reggae.
Reggae has always been shit.
Reggae.
I'm sorry. Anyone no. Unless it's Bob Marley. Bob Marley's the only exception to that rule. It's all
Becca,
shit.
really?
Yeah, but what about, I don't know, Buster, I don't know, Gonad?
I've never heard of Buster, but I'm sure he's crap.
It's just like denying a whole heritage, their music.
Heritage?
It's
People like their music.
Yeah, the National Trust. Get out into the countryside, watch some reggae.
Well, actually, no. Lee like roots with his reggae sauce theme tune. That's pretty catchy.
Reggae sauce.
Oh fuck, we're embarrassing ourselves here. I never listened to anything. Becca's desperately trying to stay current and failing, and you're just whinging like a middle-aged conservative.
Oh, no, I just really know, because I was literally at the point where like a lot of stuff does sound the same. I can't remember the name of it, but there's a really funny.
It does.
There's a really funny episode of South Park.
Oh, fucking hell! Stop the pair of you. It all sounds the same. Kids today.
I don't know that phone. No, there's a really funny episode of South Park like this, and I think there's a star. He literally listens to like pop music. He's 11 or 12 or something, and it all sounds like to him. And he's like, I think I'm getting old, and it's so funny.
No, it goes into like sort of everything that everyone says is shit, and it's like when he starts like reaching his teens.
Yeah, literally he's going into his teenage years, and it all sounds like
literally shit coming out of everyone's mouth.
Yeah, literally, it's so funny. I'm not gonna tell her.
Okay.
I mean, no, I'm not. I don't know kind of what season number 1 or whatever.
So we've gone through.
But I stand by what I said. Reggae is shit.
That's the sort of thing. It's what you're growing up with. You like what you like. It's all very personal to everybody.
Seriously, stop the Perry view about beyond parody. You've got Chris going, it all sounds the same, right? And your retort, Becca, is a fucking sitcom that was at its peak 20 years ago. Fucking hell.
That's just literally when Chris.
Well, as they said, it loved thy neighbour. Fucking hell.
I hate you about that.
I can't be doing with all this modern ragging. Ragu.
Say raggy man.
And it's horrible. You put on the radio and it's all like.
See, is this like the most popular bit in the film? Like, it's the one that gets parodied the most, I think.
Yeah, the bit where you try and cheat on cheat with your mate's wife really quietly. Heartwarming.
I just want to smack her right in the
He's not really cheating. He's not like there intending to like try and fuck her.
Yeah, you don't. Well, we're assuming that's his hand holding up. It's probably resting it on his erection.
What? So he's got like 3 dicks. Oh,
3 dicks, yes. Could happen.
Oh.
I hope he picks those bits of card up before he disappears. Chiwetel walks out in the morning and goes, "What the fuck is this?"
I recognise that handwriting.
If I was turning up to charm a woman, that's the picture I'd take.
It might be to stay current. It's Sia's birthday today.
What would happen if like Chiwetel actually just sort of
hang on a
popped his
minute?
head round?
Hang on. Sorry, whose birthday today?
Sia.
That's you staying.
I was listening to it before she was cool.
Who?
Sia Furler.
Right, I thought you said Seal. That guy who had a fucking hit with the Adamski song in 1990. I thought you were really saying current there. Brilliant.
I was listening to her when she was a group called 07. So back before they were cool.
Yeah. All right. Well,
that's about how current I get. I don't get much more current than that.
I know what's going in the fucking trailer to this show. State of youth today.
Modern music is shit.
It is. It's just getting worse. I think it's scientific.
Oh fucking hell. Wasn't that an episode of The Simpsons? Music scientifically peaked in 1974. Fucking hell.
1997, actually. We'll just turn into Statler and Waldorf. Modern life is shit.
Well,
That
wasn't half bad. No, it was all bad.
I've got to thank the pair of you for like compressing your complete bullshit into one small section of the show that I reckon I can have the trailer cut before bed.
Oh my god. I know I should have eaten dinner. Oh my god.
I went off and had corn sandwiches because I'm a man about town.
Have you had corn turkey yet?
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's really nice. If you have it with some cranberry sauce.
I bet you.
Andrew, it's delicious.
I bet our listeners have just salivated.
Well, no, like being like vegetarian is quite difficult because like the corn bacon is foul.
Shit. Really shit.
It's awful. It's awful.
I thought it can't be that bad. Then I ate
But
it.
no, but it is. It is. And so
It was like eating a continental tire.
Really rubbery, not very nice at all. Like I thought turkey. Oh my god, I thought it was going to be dry and horrible, but actually it's quite tasty.
It wasn't just like eating a continental tire. It was like eating a continental tire with some ketchup.
But it's nice to have like a meat substitute.
Well, yeah. Otherwise, you'd have a big empty bit on the plate.
Yeah, you would.
And it would just be veg.
Oh, give us a hug.
Vegetarian's easy. It's the alcoholism that keeps getting me.
That's a difficult one.
Yeah. So I am sober as we speak. Give me 10 minutes.
All right, and counting.
I'm not drinking. I'm kidding.
Oh, I thought you said yeah. Sorry.
Is he still around, Rhapsody Nesbitt?
Rhapsody Nesbitt's a fictional character, Chris.
Well, the guy who plays him. I can't
Gregory.
Gregor Fisher.
Gregor Fisher, that was it.
Yes, I believe so.
Did he also do the Baldy Man?
We're getting to that heartwarming bit of the film where he goes off and tries to fuck a chav.
What's her face from EastEnders?
Yeah.
Yeah, tries to shag a commoner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas or something, Natalie.
I'm actually yours.
Not your Natalie.
Yeah, my pup.
That's my satirical impression of her.
It's had another current.
I generally thought I had Martin Cutchin online.
What did you just say, Becca?
I said I had another comment to show how down with the kids I am. That sounded like a pepper pot from Monty Python.
Brilliant. Yeah, we're really impressing the world.
Yeah, down with the kids.
When we finish this, we're going to get out there with our skateboards and listen to our Sony walk.
I'm gonna hop on my rollerblades, don't you know?
Get down to the roller rink.
Oh damn, it's done.
And then back for an episode of The Word.
I should just quickly turn on the tube. Or no, what was it? Not. I can't remember what it's called. What was the one that Ben Elton did in the 80s?
The Thin Blue Line. Oh no, that's
the
90s,
80s. He did Blackadder, but you might be thinking of the young ones.
No, the was a stand-up comedy program.
Oh, The Man from Auntie was actually around 1990. He did Saturday Night Live and then Friday Night.
That was it. Saturday Night Live.
I'm just at the age that I caught it when it became Friday Night Live. Saw it around then.
Oh. No.
Was that an attempt to kind of do Saturday Night Live for UK version?
It was nothing like Friday. It was all stand up though, whereas Saturday Night Live in the States is like sketches and stuff.
Sketch comedy.
So, I mean, it was a similar concept in that get some well-known sort of slightly edgy comedians of the time.
That's where a lot of like comedians obviously kind of got their starting point as well, isn't it? So.
Ben, I first saw Harry Enfield on there.
Loads of money.
Loads of money.
He started off with Stavros, which was actually Paul Whitehouse's invention. But yeah, he started with Stavros. Really, really basic comedy though. Because he'd shorten his words, so he'd go on about like taking his wife up the arse. Okay. He means Arsenal.
Up the Arsenal.
There, that's a Richard Curtis joke. Over fucking dancing. He thinks that's the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they don't look like convincing as dancers.
No. Particularly as he was singing Good King Wenceslas or something. It's got quite a good beat, hasn't it, that song?
But the funny bit is the bodyguard started singing in.
Yeah, better than you.
Yeah, singing opera better than me.
Yeah, this is a tonally confused street, really. He hasn't got to the chavvy end yet, has he?
Totally confused cheese, was that?
Where the fuck's me fucking coat? I think you see her say in a minute. It's just horrible.
So she must have a really well-paid job for a secretary to have a whole house to herself.
Dave, your neighbours are going to love you.
Seeing entire families live.
I don't give a shit. I move out in 4 days.
Yeah, I meant your new neighbours.
They can't hear me from here. It's 20 miles away.
Oh God, he's got a Gareth thingy haircut. What's his name? Gareth Gates haircut. The kid there.
All right, whatever.
Doesn't it just look awful?
I assumed you meant Gareth from The Office.
No, as in Gareth Gates, from Pop Idol back in the day.
Well, I know you're big on that sort of stuff.
I was at uni around this time. Well, college.
Yeah, I was going to say well, technically you're right, because you are at uni around this time. Just think won't be long till you're saving lives.
You said mum.
Because you've spectacularly fucking failed as Batman.
I just don't believe the fake news. That's what I'm saying.
Just watching romantic films in the Batmobile.
Healing the world with love. Well, this isn't awkward.
No, not at all.
No, not at all, no.
At least this ain't a love scene and the kids awkwardly between them.
Stuck in an octopus costume.
Don't mind us.
Also, do schools do shit like this, like put like random animals in the nativity play?
Yeah, I'm really the wrong person to ask there.
I've got a funny story about this. I went out. Well, not really funny story.
Funny stories.
I just, as soon as Becca said that, I just heard Dave go, oh.
No, all I could think of was Alan's funny stories.
Alan. I'm happy as a belt.
He said, it was like, I got it back, minus the power pack.
Minus the power pack.
That's Camp David. Ooh,
Wonder who got the power pack.
Oh.
News.
Oh my god, Harry Hill needs to come back and do another show with Al Murray.
Okay, that wasn't Harry Hill though.
No, I know, but I just suddenly had a thought, and I was reading something else off my phone.
Complete fucking nonsense. Yeah,
I was reading something else.
We need some more classic Marty Kane footage. What? What?
No, I was just thinking of something else. Sorry. No, basically, I just went for a Christmas meal with some mates. So literally, we saw it was like this nativity, and we saw this guy come past. Sort of like there's the three wise men and a donkey, and there's this guy as a lobster, and we were trying to figure out why is he a lobster, and we thought, oh, Love Actually, and then they came in again looking for their mate, and it turned out they basically dined and dashed, so they had a meal, and then bugger off and didn't pay. And then they obviously got called back, and we were like, excuse me, why is your guy dressed as a lobster? And they're like, well, do you know Love Actually? I was like, yes. So that's my not so funny story.
Can I just... by the way, that's a great story, Becca.
You're wrong. 2 points.
I'll say that like as in Tommy Wiseau in the room.
No,
what a story, Becca. No, can I just point out why the fuck was Martin Freeman taking a date to the nativity, seeming they have no fucking kids?
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
It's just a bit weird.
Yeah, but Chris, not everyone can be like successful with women like you and I. Where was your last date, Chris? I've got to ask, seeing as you're throwing some shade. Where did you take your last date?
Where?
Yeah.
I. No.
I didn't mean where anatomically.
We just went for a few drinks around Manchester, that's all.
Round Manchester.
Manchester. Yeah.
Could you be more specific?
What was that? Did you deliver that as if you were Pierce Brosnan?
No, that was
Did you
Ace Rimmer. That was Arnold playing Ace Rimmer at the end of that episode. Be more specific. Just after he said, "Stuck me a clipper. I'll be back for Christmas." Whatever.
Oh, that's so funny.
Some drinks. Where did you take it? Oh God, I couldn't have worded that worse.
Cringe.
What the fuck are they doing? Oh God, I can't think of anything worse. I'm just if the day ever comes where I have kids, I would just be cringing through this every year. Like, oh fuck's sake.
Cringe. Ooh. Oh.
I'd just be like, oh yeah, just pan to the kids. Like, yeah, they weren't actually really good though, were they? And now we're just gonna sort of grandstand someone because someone's got a famous, someone who's reasonably famous has got like a kid who's here for like a month or so. Here's the big number.
Ew.
Yeah, if you actually watch this with the audio, like, you hear the drumming is actually not that particularly great. It's just pretty basic stuff.
Mariah Carey is amazing.
No, she's not. She's fucking awful.
I love this Christmas song.
The best thing about Mariah Carey is, I'm not even going to go into it, but anyone listening who's not aware of her reputation, go and search like on Google for like what they call the riders. Those who don't know what it is when like famous people go and play like arenas, theatres, anything. They've normally got what's called a rider, and it is their terms and conditions for playing there. So beyond pay and everything else, they can ask for silly little things like, I mean, think of something really basic. Frank Skinner used to say that he would always ask for chicken, right? And he just said it was quite interesting to see the different ways that got interpreted. So he said some places you go, you get a whole sort of cooked chicken. Some places you get chicken sandwiches and so on. But then it goes up to the right diva end of things where they'll ask for like the room to be painted yellow, the rooms to be painted white and fucking 12 dubs to be let out as soon as they get there, and constant applause and things like that. Morrissey insists on everything being completely fucking vegan when he goes there. Like, they can't serve any meat for like a week. It's just like, get over your fucking self. But if you look up, the best one was the Foo Fighters. Was it the Foo Fighters? No, it's not the Foo Fighters. I think it was one of the rock acts, like AC/DC or Metallica. It might have been. They insisted on like M&Ms with like all the brown ones taken out, just as a joke. but Mariah Carey's was really, really like ridiculous. And yeah, you just got to look it up. She's an asshole.
I mean, you got to feel like that, and it's just the old diva. It doesn't help the fact that it's kind of lauded over. It's like, oh, you're a diva, and I'm like, it's something to be proud of.
It's not a badge of office to be a like spoiled.
It's like, since when is it cool to act like a fucking bellend? Like, if I act like that, I would be labelled the hugest dick in the universe. But from when Mariah Carey or Beyonce or whoever, if they do it, oh my god, aren't they so brilliant? Aren't they amazing? Aren't they entitled to do that? It's like, no, they're fucking bellends. You can't just demand shit like that. I'm sorry, no. Yeah, I agree with you, Dave.
Yeah. See, now, the way he stood there, she should be sucking him off then. Because his body language, that would work. But I don't think she'd be as sanguine. Are you ready?
Can you imagine how embarrassing it would be if it turned out he actually did give her the necklace? It was there on Christmas morning.
He probably gave her a necklace of types. And then Rowan Atkinson turned up and poured flowers over it.
A bit of glitter?
Oh God.
Oh dear. This show's been nothing special, but I've got 2 bits for a trailer, so that's all right. I can make it sound good.
Yeah, that's the bit. I think, Yep, you idiot. You've blown your marriage. Well, you didn't even get blown.
Get blown. Can you imagine if he was like deemed to be the main character and that was the tagline? He just had like a poster of Alan Rickman looking all serious with he blew his life without even getting blown. This Christmas, Love Actually. Fucking hell.
It ain't over till it's over. I will find you. I don't know who you are. I mean, who'd have thought Liam Neeson coming out like an action guy?
I don't know. Well, at the age he did, it was a surprise. But I mean, he was talked about for Bond. In fact, probably it's more likely that had McClory got something alternative off the ground, he'd have been in that as opposed to the official series. But yeah, he could have been Bond. He's the same sort of vintage as Pierce Brosnan.
That's a shame. I forgot she was in this film. What the hell?
I'm sorry, I never buy the 2 kids like looking at each other going like, our parents are going to get it. Yeah, like, no, that just doesn't happen.
Yeah, it doesn't really happen, does it?
That's all just a big race to commit your love for someone. I just love how like fathers are just easily just throw the doors away. Like, yeah, take her.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, and this wouldn't happen either.
What wouldn't?
Just like, yeah, let's just all you just grab like random members of the people, like locals, just go like, oh, he's gonna ask my sister to marry her, and then everyone sort of follows like, oh, this could be good. There'd be something worth seeing. Let's get a crowd going. Nah, don't buy it. Here's Rowan to save the day. Also, kind of insensitive after 9/11 to bypass airline security the way they do.
That's how you do it. There's very few obese shoe bombers. It is fucking miles. I flew from Heathrow when I went to Oklahoma, which I was talking about the other day. I flew from Heathrow, and they said it's 15 minutes to your gate walking. I couldn't believe it. It was like, how fucking big's this airport?
It's huge.
Yeah. I've never felt more cosmopolitan as going, this is a big airport, isn't it?
I've been to like LAX and New York and sort of various other airports around America. I'm always sort of like, it's bloody massive.
Oh, Chicago's fucking huge.
Oh, Chicago! Oh my god, that's vast.
So you
That's an absolute maze.
You literally have to get trams to each fucking terminal.
Yeah, LAX are pretty massive. Yeah, it was. I think I remember we did a trip when I was in Wisconsin. We did a trip to New York, and I think literally we got lost. We nearly didn't make it on the plane because we were like, run! Yeah, it was a bit hairy.
You said it. Did you go, run?
Run! We were literally like, fucking leg it! There.
Fucking leg it. That's the adult version of Foghorn Leghorn.
Yes. I said, boy.
All those people delighted to see like a 60-year-old man stripped naked.
Yeah, they're all delighted. I love that. They all watch the same stuff and they're all utterly charmed by all of it at all times. Cheesiest fucking film ever. Apart from all the infidelity and mental illness and stuff.
Also, wouldn't them security actually be armed? Go on then. Quickly do it. And then they never spoke again.
No, very sad. And he became John Tracy.
Well, no, a few years later, smartphones came out and he could Snapchat his dick. Heartwarming.
Oh, excuse me.
That's a fucking mustache.
Can't wait.
For what?
For her to say yes.
Becca does talk to herself a lot when she's reading other things during films. I still see you.
I still see you. He married me. Oh, bless him. Considering he's learned Portuguese in such a short space of time. He's so beautiful, look at his face.
Let me see if it charms me. Hang on. Because I was looking at the phone next to someone. Hang on a minute. Well, she's not that attractive, actually. But Colin... Flaw!
Yeah.
Do you find Colin Firth attractive now? I know he's like aged a bit.
Well, I don't know who you're asking there, but on the basis that it's me, I would go a lot as far as to say if I was a woman, I'd have a moist fanny.
Actually, you can marry neither William or Harry.
What are you talking about?
Well, just he's like, you should get it if you'll marry Prince William. Actually, no, you can't because Britain are married.
But he wasn't then.
I know. He's probably not much older than us, is he, Chris? Is But no, League of Gentlemen returned this evening. So literally as soon as I finish this, I'm going to go and watch it because it was just one of my favourite telly programmes ever.
Oh, I loved it at the time, but I can't be asked with the revival.
It's not a revival. It's not really a revival.
Episodes.
It's just picking up.
I can't be asked.
3 episode specials.
It might be brilliant, but I can't be asked. It's 15 years ago. It's the past. Don't want to know.
So funny.
Have you seen the Inside number 9?
No, they're done. They're what I watched in my late 20s. I'm not bothered now.
Oh, I need to watch it. It's so good.
You should watch.
Inside number 9 is actually really, really good.
Yeah.
And each one's different. And they're all different
If I'm going to watch anything inside anything, it'll be something else.
Have you seen Psychoville?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Oh, bloody hell.
I thought Psychoville was shit.
Inside number 9 is better.
It's
I've
actually
heard
really good.
Inside 9. I've heard that's good. Psychoville wasn't that good.
No, Inside Number 9 is actually genius. There are
I absolutely
really, really good
loved
episodes.
the
Some of
League
them are just hands down best TV ever.
Yeah, but I don't want to revisit it. It's done. I don't want to watch old men trying to do what they did 15 years ago. You know, it'd be like I know. It's a bit like I know one of them's dead, but I don't want to see Led Zeppelin get back together. You know what I mean? I don't. Everything has its time, and they had theirs.
Well, I don't know. Oh, it's not very nice.
I think this film lacks some of the sort of gravitas of something like The World Is Not Enough.
We'll die another day.
It doesn't have the heavyweight casting, in my view.
To be fair, it actually does look...
This is really fucking tasteless, right? I think maybe I made the wrong choice. His previous woman fucked his mate?
His brother?
Oh, was it his brother? Yeah, it was, wasn't
it?
So, like, are they supposed to be separated and he's fucked off to another country?
Oh, I don't know. I don't care, really. She's the Prime Minister's sister, so she could have come back for that, I suppose. Perhaps they're going to go to, like, you know, a greasy spoon. Prime Minister arrives and they go to, like, Sid's calf.
Ah, you should have kissed her. You should have kissed her. No. No, that's cool. No, it's not. It's all good.
Yeah.
But then again, they were like 8, so...
He should be, like, absolutely riddled with crabs.
I think she's doing like a fake American accent as well.
Who is?
Denise Richards.
Yeah, she can't even do her own accent.
No,
what a talent!
Oh no! It's the other one. What's the name?
And she can't kiss realistically either.
Yeah.
It's just fuck off. He's the Prime Minister. Don't be such a twat.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Becca, what are you talking about?
Spoiler alert.
Becca's just holding separate conversations somewhere, but she's talking to like magazines or the BBC.
I mean, to be fair to this, I think this film was actually shot nicely.
Ah, cheesy.
No, it does look very nice.
It is basically a snow globe.
I know.
But these are all like genuine, like homecomings. They aren't just staged. These kind of scenes that become the film.
Yeah, these are the heartwarming bits where we invade on people's privacy.
They're like, you sure didn't mind being captured on national film.
National film.
It's supposed to international film, you know.
Do you think Richard Curtis likes love?
I think he loves love, and loves likes.
Actually.
Yeah. Becca, you've got a really easy task now, because next year you've only got to pick a film that's better than that pile of shit.
Oh dear.
I mean, Chris had a bit of a tall order following me.
Jingle all the way it is then.
Chris will. Right. So I can tentatively book in the Byrne Andrews wedding for January 19 as Chris falls in love with you in desperate thanks.
We've got to go alphabetical though. Be my name first.
Well, that doesn't really work considering that will be year 3 of our choices. You went first on the Bond commentaries, I went first on this.
Yeah, so have a think about what you want, Becca, for Christmas commentary next year.
Something with tasty or dishy men in it. Probably.
No, I think I
just hope it has tits, that's all I care about.
Oh, okay.
Well,
no, Becca's actually thinking about it.
The 2018 Christmas commentary Porkies.
Well, I've got one thing in mind. Whether it'll be the same thing this time next year.
What do you mean? It might be a different film.
I might think of a different film.
Oh, okay. I was actually thinking like, well, yeah, the film that I have in mind might actually change.
Becca, it'll be like a Christmas Story or something.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no. That's not so popular over here.
You found something even cheesier?
No, I think it's quite a good Christmas film. A Christmas Story, that isn't really not as popular over here as it is in America.
No, it's a big thing in America.
Because it's about, it's gun, basically, isn't it? So he wants to be a BB gun for Christmas.
I watched it. I don't get it. I don't think it's... maybe it's just
it's
like
just
a
a charming story, but I can kind of get why it hasn't... I mean, it's a very lovely story, but it doesn't have, like...
Is it a lovely story? I think it's a bit
it's one of those kind of like heartwarming kind of stories, but I can kind of get why it hasn't had the... I mean, it might have done, and I just might have missed out on it, I don't know. But it hasn't had the traction that it does, that I perceive it to do in Across the Pond. That's what you don't kind of see it very often on TV.
Yeah, it's just never really...
My typing now is actually looking for the Love Actually soundtrack because it will take 5 minutes to cut the trailer to this pile of shit. I mean, to this excellent festive offering.
Can I announce my Christmas choice now?
Of course you can.
Scrooged.
Oh, that's a fucking brilliant choice.
Yeah. I love
Scrooge. Yeah, screw you.
That's a bit harsh.
You do. No, really.
Just because I mocked you mercilessly, you feel you can throw some shade.
Yes. I think I'm vindicated.
Bollocks.
No, I shall put it in my calendar for next year.
When?
Well, I don't know.
I've got a slot in August.
In December.
All right.
I'll have a different phone by then.
Wow. Yeah, but you can sync phones. I know that's a bit like your kryptonite, syncing calendars.
Yeah, I'm not very good at doing that. That's one thing I do find with my dyspraxic brain is just like, I've got to do it on paper.
Yeah, I don't really use paper anymore.
It just confused me.
Because I'm down with the kids, unlike you with your raggy
sauce.
No, fuck off, I'm cool. I watch South Park.
Yeah, South Park is cool, like 20
odd years ago.
Yeah, for 20... Well, it still is kind of cool.
It's still kind of cool, but it's not like the new thing.
It's not new, no.
Nanu. It's not as cool and hip as Mork and Mindy.
It's no Mork and Mindy.
No. Do you know what is?
Mork and Mindy.
Mork and Mindy. What other mid-2000s references can we make?
I think you're a bit out with mid-2000s for Mork and Mindy there. Okay. Let's call it, folks, because frankly, I felt out of my depth through most of that. I couldn't handle the emotion, I couldn't handle the verisimilitude, and I couldn't handle the fucking length, not for the first time.
That's a really long film.
Okay.
It is a long film, and with that, we thank you, dear listeners, for putting up with that.
Yeah. You put up with our nonsense all year, don't we just know how to reward you?
By giving you more nonsense.
Merry Christmas! Do you know it's the best Christmas? It's the best present. Full stop. Since I got Star Trek 5 for my 40th.
Oh dear.
Just Star Trek 5 on its own.
All right. Fuck it. Okay. Well. Merry Christmas and thank you one and all. I sound insincere now because all the sincerity has been leached out of me by that film. So let me try this again with extra sincerity. I'd just like to say thank you, all of you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, he's got the voice of an angel. Becca, your turn to sound really fucking insincere.
Merry Christmas.
I've forgotten how to hear words. Alright.
Food goes in here.
Fucking hell! Non sequitur tastic from Becca tonight.
Random words.
I go even further back in time by referencing The Simpsons, which again is not current. I think it's older than South Park.
Just say goodnight, Becca. For fuck's sake.
Dave's losing his mind. Oh, he's just.
Yes, thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate you sticking with us for all this time.
I'm a fucking
terrible taste you have.
You stuck with us.
What
Just
terrible
that show
taste you
alone.
have.
Yeah. Fucking hell. You know,
It's
there
Merry
are
Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yeah. Stick with us if you don't find a better podcast, and frankly, you could throw a fucking dart and hit a better podcast than us. But good luck and good night.
Yes.
Bye.
Merry Christmas, good night, and we're sorry.